taglay, lakas mong angkin.
You have just heard a song from the Jesuit Music Ministry. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Iwasan ang pagkakaroon at pagkalat ng sakit na COVID-19. Palagiang maghugas ng kamay. I-check ang temperatura para sa lagnat. Umiwas sa matataong lugar. Iwasang hawakan ang mukha kapag hindi pa nakakapaghugas ng mga kamay. Iwasan muna ang pagyakap, beso-beso o paghalik sa ngayon. Maging maingat, maging ligtas.
Basta't laging handa at sama-sama, kaya natin to. Hatid sa inyo ng PCOO, DOH, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Nasistress ka na ba? Nagpapanik o natatakot dahil sa COVID-19? Normal lang ang ganitong mga reaksyon sa ngayon. Pero may magagawa ka para mapagtagumpayan ang sitwasyon na ito. Ituloy lang ang pangangamusta sa mga kamag-anak at kaibigan gamit ang text, tawag o video. Tiyakin na ang mga bata ay ligtas at nasa maayos na kalagayan. Gawin sa bahay ang mga nakasanayan upang hindi mabagot o mabalisa sa panahong ito. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
3 o'clock prayer. You died, Jesus, but the source of life flowed out for souls, and the ocean of mercy opened up for the whole world. O fountain of life, immeasurable divine mercy, cover the whole world and empty yourself out upon us. O blood and water, which flowed out from the heart of Jesus as a fountain of mercy for us, I trust in you. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Amen. Jesus, King of Mercy, we trust in you.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Blue-Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpa at tama. Buhay atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng pwera. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Katipunan.
Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields as we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
All good already, all the best. And when we say we have the best, we really have her. So I've been her longtime supporter. I would go to her shop in Mega Mall, 4th floor, to get the Feng Shui calendar and almanac every year. But then I kind of miss her because she gives us the science, the discipline, not just selling anything, charms and what have you, or would make us laugh at some prognosis about what's happening. She would tell us things as they are, things that we have to be careful for, things that can add to our luck. But we miss her. Siya yung tunay na Marites. I was telling her, Marites has become a popular word in the Philippines now because of pop culture. But bago pa man nauso yung Marites, uso na siya. Siya yung pinaka-usong Marites. She's the queen of Feng Shui. And we missed her. Marites Allen is here from London. Marites, how are you?
Hello, hi Noel. Thank you so much to be with you today. Mga kaibigan, it's a great honor. It's a great pleasure to be with you. Thank you naman, nakakataba ng puso yung introduction. Kumusta na?
Kahit wala ka dito, parang ikaw yung hinahanap kasi ikaw yung pinaka-credible na nagbibigay sa amin ng paghahanda, lalo na sa Chinese New Year. But why are you in London?
Well, actually, what happened is that, during the COVID, diba, that was parang biglaan lang. My daughter kasi, she was 18 and she's finishing her high school there at the British School in Manila. Tapos sabi niya, Mommy, we just keep doing work online. So sabi niya, need to be physically be with people. So we decided to come back here. We used to live here in Oxford for many, many years. And then yung 2 weeks, naging 2 years na, Noel.
Pero I tell you, nakakaingit lang kasi at least now, parang, may nagkaroon din kayo ng search dyan, but people can contain things, di ba?
Actually, iba talaga siya because people, even during the height of the pandemic, kahit ano siya, yung mga level 5, alam mo, you can still go out and have freedom and meet people at the park. And the weather is better, it's cooler. And even during New Year, we have, I think, for the Omicron, 200,000 cases a day. The government just said, no more quarantine, no more mask because we have to live with it. Isa yan sa mga positive na pwede natin isipin talaga
correct.
Well, we have to go on. We have to be not so scared. I mean, life is too short. So if you have to explore, you explore.
So we have to live with it, no? Parang yun talaga eh. So at yung culture diyan talaga kalma. Di ba?
Kalma siya at saka alam mo nakakatawa pa minsan. Nagrally-rally pa sila sa gitna ng daan dahil daw sarado pa yung mga bar. Sabi ko, oh my God, that's your sense of urgency is because you cannot get out and meet friends. But of course, I would say the health system is very good, taken care of. People really submit and say, hey, I have COVID, for example, magre-report talaga yan. You have like an app. Hindi sila nagtatago. Tapos kami naman, every time we go out and see people, we have to do our own testing. Kasi nga it's free. We're given all those test kits. So if I want to see my mother-in-law, we have to be responsible enough to do our test muna bago kami magkita. So it's becoming, at the end of the day, Noel, it's really responsibility.
That's
true. Diba?
So and you systems and the right systems, di ba? People follow if there are systems in place and it's practice for everyone. Nakakainggit yung contact tracing nyo kasi may app na kayo na united, no? Unified.
Yes, at saka maganda pa nito, ng March pa lang, kasagsagan ng start ng COVID, the government really gave money to the developers of vaccines and say, hey, you develop a vaccine, here's the fund. Go and find a vaccine.
That's true.
So talagang they're very proactive. So
sana dito rin kasi Filipino scientists are really, really good. If we can finance our own parang vaccines from our scientists, better, di ba?
Para hindi na tayo dependent sa mga West. So, pag-usapan natin yung mga
which brings us to your so what makes Feng Shui, how will it be relevant at this time of the pandemic? Di ba parang maganda tignan, parang, oh, but feng shui pa rin pinag-uusapan nyo, pero ngayon nasa pandemya tayo. Feng shui has a way, it's a way of life. Di ba parang, it's a way of like looking at things and then planning for that.
Yes, actually mga kaibigan, Noel, I also would like siguro we backtrack na lang. Bakit nga tayo
Yes.
kailangan mag-feng shui? Now, mga kaibigan, whether you are very wealthy, you are very poor, you
Yeah.
need that very good energy. So for
That's
example, ano ang preparasyon na gagawin natin ngayong parating na Chinese New Year? So
Yes.
dapat malinis yung bahay, yung mga pintuan dyan, punasan, mga bintana, labahan yung mga lumang mga kortina, mga bedding. So wala kang pambili na bago, bahala na, basta bago siya. Mamaya pag-usapan natin yung tips. But what I'm trying to say is that there are 3 types of luck. The first 1/3 is what we call the heaven's luck. Some people talagang nabuhay na siya na maganda, mayaman, mas maswerte sa ibang tao. Noel, I came from a family of 14. I'm number 10. Life was very difficult. Now, I always say this, our good friend Lucy Torres Gomez, napakaganda niya.
Yes, mahal natin yan.
Di ba? Napakabait. Napakagwapo ng asawa, mayaman.
Yeah.
Isn't she lucky over others? Diba? So some people, they live in they were born in a better circumstances over others. Ako naman, 14 nga kami. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, Noel, you know what? I was born poor, so I intend to die rich.
That's true, and you have achieved it. No.
Kaya ako ng feng shui. So that is
Improvement of the race, di ba?
Yeah. So that's 1/3 heaven's luck. Something that is God-given, preordained, and cannot be changed. Ito na yung circumstances ng buhay mo. Noel, you have your own set of parents. You were born maybe better off over the others. The second 1/3 is what we call the mankind luck. This is what you do to yourself. It is because of your actions and decisions. So kung tatamad-tamad ka, walang mangyayari sa buhay mo, mga kaibigan. Magsumikap ka. Ito na yung parang ang train parating sa ganitong oras, kung hindi ka sumakay sa train, aalis yung train, mapapabayaan ka. So, mankind luck, the second 1/3. This is your own hard work. Magsumikap ka. Yan po ang ginawa namin. My parents...
Marami tayong ganyan. Yes.
Diba? The only thing that my parents could give us is education.
Yes.
So that's it. Nagsumikap kami mag-aral. The final 1/3 is what we call the earth luck. This is what feng shui is all about.
Yes.
So by knowing your animal signs, ano yung mga almanak natin, maswerteng araw na magpapakasal, makikipag-date ka kasi Valentine's na, kailan?
Meron ka pa palang ganyan. So, meron
Yes,
ka pa
papadalhan kita. 2020.
Okay.
Yes, at saka
We'll
yung mga
tell them where to get it na now, ha? We have to
Yes,
tell them where
you
to
can get it at 3rd floor, Mega Mall Building A sa Friga, Charmed Life, or you can actually get this from Lazada. Or sa aming website po, online na kami sa friga.com.ph. So that's 3 types of luck. So kaya nga kayo dapat mga kaibigan, makinig kayo ng mga forecast ng feng shui na ganito. So pag alam mo na ngayon ang swerte mo, Noel, kunyari, okay, you're born in the year of the Tiger and Ox in 2022, you have the Wealth Star of the Year. Syempre, sabayan mo na yan kasi nga Wealth Star mo na, this is your year. Huwag ka nang tatamad-tamad. So, pag yung forecast mo, dapat yung bahay mo rin, ayusin mo rin yung feng shui niya. Kasi nga, iba yung maganda yung forecast mo sa animal sign mo, but umuwi ka naman sa very bad feng shui house, wala ding mangyayari sa'yo.
That's
So,
true.
dapat dalawa yan siya parate, magkasabay yan siya.
May synergy, no? Kung ano yung ginagawa mo sa sarili mo at yung galaw ng earth, no? So, Tiger, it's a year of the tiger this year, no? So, thundering, tawag na? It's a different kind of tiger, no?
Yes, kasi syempre, kaya nga alam mo, may nakikita ko diyang mga artworks about tiger. You know, we have to avoid putting an image of a tiger na nakabuka yung bibig. Di ba may mga tiger na talaga
yes.
Because it could actually create a danger. So, yes, oo. Ano yan? Very dangerous. And alam mo kasi, di ba sabi ko nga, 3 types of luck, heaven, earth, and mankind. Kung wala ka mang magandang heaven luck, so you have the mankind luck and the earth luck to activate to be successful in life. So that's what I did. You know? So ngayon, in terms of feng shui, kung hindi mo siya ipapractice, sayang lang. You just throw away that 1/3, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So the tiger year starts when and ends when?
Yes, it starts on February 1,
Okay.
2022 to January 21, 2023. So after that's
Okay.
gonna be the year of the rabbit. Now it comes in the usual chronological order.
Cycle,
It is
yes.
rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar. So mga kaibigan, itong 2022 na the year of the water tiger, meron siya mga positive and negative characteristics. Just like the yin and yang of life, just like, the usual happiness and sorrows, evenings, mornings. So the positive characteristics ng mga tiger is that this is the year that you can become aggressive, because remember, tigers are very aggressive. They are very independent. They are the king of the jungles. They do things at their own command, right? So hindi po ito panahon na tatamad-tamad ka. This is a year for you to go for it. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-antay sa iba, because this is now the time for you to do it on your own. Otherwise, maiiwanan ka, mga kaibigan. Okay? Now, the tiger are very compassionate naman sila. Pagka hindi mo siya guguluhin, hindi ka naman niya kakalabanin. However, they can also become temperamental, diba? At saka hindi mo siya pwedeng matansya, hindi mo pwedeng makontrol. Baka bigla ang mainis, magalit, etc. Ganun din ang magiging ugali ng mga tao ngayon. So therefore, you have to be, take it easy. Kung kunyari mayroong kunting alitan, adapt the less work, less talk strategy para hindi na lumala. If you feel you are at a wrong, then say sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it to be that way. You have to be more forgiving and understanding. Forget about the pride. Siguro
this is not confrontational, no? Kasi away yan, malaking away yan if ever.
Malaking ala. In fact, even in the bigger scheme, magkakaroon ng troubles, I can see aggression, I can see really some tensions, even to be a brink of war, like some countries, hindi mo makontrol yan. Kasi tiger, sabi nga nila, don't let the tiger, don't fight with the tiger because you are sure to lose.
So dapat talaga kalma, find your calm this year, and then we need harmonizers, I guess, no?
Yes, of course. Kaya nga tayo nagsusuot ng mga Lucky Charms.
That's true.
Oo. Nasa freedom din siya.
Very good.
Nandyan lahat siya sa loob niyan. At saka yun, it's available po. Kasi alam naman natin na maraming mga fakes and everything, So sabi ko, kung ano yan kay Marites Allen or Friga, my brand, then I'm very sure that you are really getting it from an authentic supplier. Kasi we talk about energy, and this is about positivity. So mga kaibigan, feng shui is not magic. It's not superstition. It's a science. It has lived for over 5,000 years. So if there was no truth to it, it would have just faded away, right? So
it's not a vendor machine for results, no? Parang it's something you learn, no?
Oh yeah, at saka yung experiences talaga natin over time, the experiences of others. Alam mo, mas nakakatuwa pa, Noel, maybe next time, we can also do another episode na ano yung mga compatible.
You promised me that. You promised me that. I want before the elections. We'll avoid that now. But now we're giving them parang pointers for the Chinese New Year. But last year kasi, Marites, you said that it was a year of heartbreak. Breakups, di ba? Breakups. This year, it will be a year of what? Magaling ka dyan, magaling ka mag-capture ng word. Alam mo, tingnan ko yung calendar mo.
Thank you.
May calendar of description. Ano ba ka? Meron kang duty of description, duty officers, then description. Ang galing.
You have to read the charts kasi. You have to read the analysis of charts and how it could depict to the overall entirety of the forecast. So the last year that the year of the water tiger happened was in 1962. So to those people who's going to be turning 60 this year, or to those babies who's going to be born this year, they are called the water tiger years. Now, because of the configuration of the charts of the birth of the year, this could be a year of separation. Separation would
Oh
mean
my
that,
God.
you could be separated in terms of relationships. Baka naman temporary breakup. You've been together for so long. 2 taon na kayo sa bahay in a COVID life. Maybe it's time for you to breathe, you know?
So, gawin lang nating relevant ngayon, Tom Rodriguez at Carla Abellana.
Nag-declare na?
Oo nga, naunahan pa nila yung Chinese New Year.
Really?
Yun yung petition nila for breakup.
Oh, actually, it has started na since December pa because the energy changes even weeks before the Chinese New Year. So that's why I give forecast ahead of time, mga 2 months before. So yan, and then separation could mean, for example, the Sun interview me here in London. Sabi nila, what's my thoughts about our Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Prince Andrew in the context of separation. So on January 9 interview, I said, Prince Andrew could be separated from the royal family's inner circle because of the scandal, right? And then you know, he could be separated from his military affiliations. And true enough, the next day he was ripped off with his royal title. They removed the military titles for him, and you know, he was really separated from the royal family. And Prime Minister Boris Johnson, because of some issues that some of his friends and affiliates had to separate from him. They no longer want to be affiliated with him. So,
ang daming levels ng separation.
So maraming ways to look at it. Maybe you work together as a joint venture company. Maybe as a company, you have a staff that will be separated from you. So this is the separation can be read in different contexts.
Correct. And it can be positive too, separation, for you to like break from something and then find something new na better. Yes. But it can also be parang, di ba, all separation, all breakups are breakthroughs. So it can do a better one if you manage it well, no? Yeah. With your knowledge with feng shui, di ba? So, pero nakakagulat yung separation. My God, how is that true with you? Now this is a 2-year separation from your country already, no?
Yeah, nagsimula na, diba? Nagsisimula. At marami pa yan. I mean, I think this is the era of change. That's People has to be separated from our old habits, right?
That's true. Ang ganda na.
So, you know, hindi na ito mga kaibigan, iba ng panahon. We had a very, very incredible difficult 2 years, but hey, we learned from it. We thought we cannot survive without other, you know, mga kasama sa bahay. You know, here in London, my God, you have to do things on your own, right? There's no means. Driver. I have to learn how to take the train and the bus.
Yes.
But you know, it's really like you have to live with, you know, and alam mo na, napaka-importante that when you look at things, di ba sometimes kasi may ugali yung Pinoy na, Diyos ko, ano ba? Paano ko mangyaring ganito? Yung paano, we are always ahead of our time. Please stop that. You have to see things as they are, not
and
worse.
Live it, no? And live it, yes.
Exactly.
No, so separation. Kung ganun, what businesses will thrive in 2022? Kasi kunyari, separation, grabe ngayon yung digital age, no? It's our separation natin from each other. It's the technology that brings us apart. Brings us together.
Now we have even multiplied our viewers. Your viewers from different parts of the world can now see us at any time. So. Businesses that would go really big, even from now moving forward, is anything to do with digital. If you have a business that you can bring in remotely like this, it's going to be like really a very big one. Number 2, the year of the water tiger will bring wealth to anything related to water activities. For example, shipping, diba? Shipping, transport. Siyempre, mga water refilling stations, you know, people need to drink water. Because water, my friends, is like the wealth energy of the year. So, kung gusto mong yumaman, mga kaibigan, kung gusto mo lang namang pera, you put a water fountain in the northeast sector of your home. Northeast. Oo, pag
Okay.
ayaw mo ng pera, hindi wag kang maglagay.
No, but kunyari ngayon, the ferries, yung mga ferry would be good, no?
Well,
In Metro
because
Manila,
people now
ganyan.
will have to, I mean, you know that, Noel, right? We want to get out of this COVID. We
That's
want to move
true. That's
on.
true.
And this is a better time because a lot of people are now vaccinated.
That's true.
Moving forward to what it is going to be is, again, we are now moving with times with COVID that the scientists now knows how to
Yes.
curtail this
Yes.
situation. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a better time compared to the
Correct.
last 2 years.
Sorry, third world pa rin tayo. So, fishermen will have a better business this year?
We
Di
have
ba?
to
Kasi
actually,
water, yon.
oh, alam mo rin, Noel, it's also our own responsibility. Kaya nga,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
buying local, patronizing local. My
That's
God,
true.
I so miss the sugpo, the alimango, the galunggong.
Oo.
You fry them. Oh my God, so nice with some toyo and asin and
Totoo
suka.
yun.
So perfect.
So parang I hope the fisher folks here will have more opportunities now that water will be in, no?
Yes, oo. At saka kunyari, may pwede ka rin gawin kasi parang kunyari, toka-toka yan sa isang community. You know,
Yes.
you can actually, the community can even survive within them to
Okay.
just
Yes.
get the economy going. Baka nga
Correct.
minsan kulang pa sa sarili nilang, ano yan 'di ba,
Galing.
lugar.
Yes,
Oo.
yes.
So
But
magtulungan talaga.
correct, sa hulit-huli, di ba? Sino bang magtutulungan kung di tayo-tayo lang? But in the end, conversely now, ano naman yung iiwasang business? Yung tipong, huwag niyong pasukin at this point.
At this part, I would say that syempre avoid kunyari if you are in a how do you call it? We call it the wood industry because there's surplus in the chart.
Yes.
So these are, alam mo ba ngayon, kahit here in London, in Europe, they are now trying to be, you know, like even the production of, say, fashion lines. It has to be something to do with, you know, economic, you know, making sure that the nature does not need to be filled with so many clothes. Because di ba, what happens is meron kang 4 seasons, you know, winter, summer, you know, spring, fall. It doesn't need to be na puro ka na lang bago ng bago. So you have to be careful. So it's gonna be less demand in terms of mga clothing and fashion.
It's really back to basics, no? Really.
Back to basics, correct. And at the same time, you have now to think about what does each of your items now would it hurt the environment, you know, the landfill will not be filled up with that. So it has to be a sustainable material. And all of us, mga kaibigan, has a responsibility to that. So try to avoid muna in those things. And another one is when you want to start a business, please naman, do your feasibility. You know, you cannot just jump into a business na, ay, kasi uso ito ngayon, baka din pwedeng sumabay. Hindi pwede yan, mga kaibigan. You have to study your market. You know, it was very, at the beginning, when I didn't know that I'm gonna be successful in terms of feng shui business because sabi ko, ano ba to? You know, parang mystic nut, ano ba to? But why do people buy? We would like sell thousands of those mystic nut things. Sabi ko, I create this more fashionable, you know, more wearable. Sabi ko, people buy it. And it's really like, you have to parang make sure that your heart is into it.
That's true.
And making sure that people that you prescribe it to will really like it. But then for me, it's a different case because I was so malas in my life, Noel, you know, I was so poor that I really want to learn feng shui and I want to be better in life. I mean, I don't know if I told you this, but when I had to parang decide to get married then, kasi nga I was annulled. I was so malas in my life that I was annulled from my first marriage. So I had 3 small kids. The youngest was 6 months old, the second 1.5, and the third, the eldest, was about nearly 3 years old. So I was a single mother with 3 kids in Cebu. And then the only thing that was like positive in my life was I was offered by my company in Cebu to run the business center in Makati at Pacific Star, to run the business center there. And then all of a sudden, I lost my mother in a tragic accident. The boat was caught on fire.
Oh
This
my
was one
God.
of the world's worst boat incident. The boat
Okay.
was traveling from Cebu to Masbate. My
Okay.
mom was one of the casualty. I think 200, 300 people died.
Oh my
So
God.
sabi ko, oh my God, what's happening to me? I'm so malas in my life. I lost my mother. I just had
Uh-huh.
my annulment. So alam mo, when you make a change, mga kaibigan, if you feel that your malas is sunod-sunod, make a change. Kung
Totoo
hindi mo
yan.
kayang magbiyahe, kung hindi mo kayang maglipat ng bahay, di maglipat ka ng kwarto. Kung hindi mo kaya maglipat ng
Totoo
kwarto, di
yan.
magbago ka ng, paayos ka ng buhok mo, gawin mo siyang, I don't know, red,
Totoo yan. Like,
whatever. It
totoo
changes.
yan. And a lot of people, our friends specifically, adapted to change because yung nga of the pandemic, number one, of ABS-CBN being closed, di ba? Parang
Exactly.
ako, a lot of our friends, like si Ian na nag-introduce sa atin, di ba? Had to like look
Yes,
for
I love
something
you,
else.
Ian. I love you,
Mahal
Ian.
natin yan. Na tipong, parang ako, it's really looking for where you will survive and where you will thrive. And thank you for giving us these guides, no? For, well, on what to do, no? So, nag-touch ka na rin konti about relationships now. Saan swerte? Swerte ba ngayong magpakasal? So, sinasabi mo kasi this is a time for separation. Is it
Yes.
time for to get married?
Well, actually, because the last 2 years, there has been a lot of pending weddings. So naturally, there's gonna
Totoo
be
yan.
more weddings that we can look forward
Yes.
to for this year.
Yes.
Again, separation would mean, it doesn't mean that magpakasal ka ngayon, magsiseparate kayo. It doesn't, you have good luck naman. We have good karma. And
Yes.
again, yung sinasabi ko nga kanina, there's 3 types of luck: heaven, earth, and mankind. And I
Yes.
also would like to attach to this conversation yung nangyari sa akin, Noel. So, dugtungan na natin. So, I left Cebu. I said to my previous relationship, I don't want anything but the 3 kids. I want the kids to be with me. And I'm telling you this, in the late 1990s, I only have 5,000 pesos in my wallet. I
Oh my
traveled
God.
from Cebu to Manila, which is
Mhm.
like a brand new city for me. It's huge.
Uh-huh.
Alam mo, I have to find this very, very small place in a room, and then somewhere in Parañaque, I think. And then I
Okay.
had to leave my 3 kids in my kapitbahay na Labandera to look after my kids while I have to go and work in Makati. Umulan, umaraw, pumipila po ako dyan sa Makati, nakabus po ako. I do not know
Yeah.
how I made it, but I did it. So, nakapila po ako doon, mga kaibigan. Then sa gabi na naman, pagod na ako sa trabaho, I'm gonna collect my kids, prepare them for the evening, then the next day, I have to drop them off again. And I have to do that. I endured all of this, mga kaibigan.
For how many years? For how many years?
For about 2 years. And then, syempre,
Kaya
nagustuhan
ka
ako ng
naman
aking
blessed.
employer. Alam mo, nag-increase na yung sweldo ko. Pre-practice ko na yung feng shui ko. I'm facing my lucky direction. I was wearing my lucky colors. And then, nag-increase yung sweldo ko. Nakakuha na kami ng apartment sa Makati. Meron na akong yaya. And then, my bosses even sponsored my master's degree school fees in Ateneo.
So, schoolmate na tayo.
So, alam mo, pupunta pa ako sa gabi, nag-aaral pa ako until I finish my MBA sa Ateneo. And then sabi ko, okay, I've done most of this. I want to activate my love. So, I had been studying feng shui, etc. Self-study lang muna. And then, there was one. So, inayos ko yung aking bedroom, making sure that it has like, sa Southwest, meron ako mga mandarin ducks, meron ako mga mystic nut, double happiness. Pampaswerte kasi yan sa mga love and marriage eh. Aba, maya-maya, Noel, ang daming nanligaw sa akin. My gosh, ang dami. And then one of them was very persistent. Sabi ko sa kanya, you know what? I am nobody. I have 3 kids. I'm not special. Sabi niya, you know what? I don't care whether you have none or 50 kids. I still love you the same.
Ang
galing. Oh my gosh, ang haba ng hair ko, dear.
Correct.
So yan ang nangyari sa akin. Sabi ko, oh my God, feng shui really has worked for me. And
so you
then,
invite the luck, no? You invite the luck and for you, the love.
Exactly. At saka alam mo pa yung nakakatalagang sabi ko, maybe I was destined to this because, okay, so we got together. He is a British executive. Sabi niya, okay, I'm gonna bring all the kids to London. I'm gonna introduce you to my parents. When we arrive in England, alam mo ba, his parents love my kids. These are my grandchildren.
Galing. Answered prayer.
Grabe talaga. So, alam mo, so when we came back to Manila, sabi ko, I want to consult like a reliable feng shui master para lang ma-check talaga yung chart namin kung kabimatang talaga ginawa. So, I went to a hotel there.
Ay,
Nagpa-consult
alam ko
ako doon
yan.
sa
Alam
Yes.
ko yan. Yung Pan
Basta,
Pacific ba
oo.
yan? Oo, Pan Pacific ba yan?
Basta dyan sa
Oo,
Makati.
Maynila.
So,
Makati, okay, go.
I went to him. And he told me, sabi niya, no. You cannot marry. No marry. If you marry together, you will separate.
Oh.
I was so devastated. I was in tears. I was crying. Sabi ko, my God. Parang for me, I wanted to get a validation. You know, baka naman I don't want to be like parang in a relationship tapos hindi pala kami magkatugma in everything. Sabi niya, no marriage, even if you marry, you're going to separate.
Oh my
Alam mo,
God.
umalis ako dyan sa hotel na yan, I was crying and I promised to myself, I want to learn feng shui, I want to learn destiny reading, I want to be very good at it, and I'm gonna prove my stars wrong.
And you fought for your love.
Yes. And hey, we had been together and we've been living together and married for the last 21 years. And our fourth baby, she's now 19 years old. And the three kids now, the two are now data scientists. They're doing so well. They're earning so well. The third one, the 6 months old then, is now 24 years old. She's now finishing her medicine degree. And now our fourth baby, she's now 19, taking up medicine as well.
So you're living proof that feng shui works, no? Parang your feng shui personified. Because if you follow your luck, or di ba? You pursue your luck, you make it happen.
Exactly. So can you imagine had I listened to him? Makalabandera na ako ngayon or something.
No, okay lang naman. May nagsastrive pa naman na bandera and we want to inspire them nga, no, with this, no? So it's that. So sinabi mo yung wealth, no? Wealth talaga water related. Ingat sa mga wood at ingat sa mga excesses na hindi mo kailangan. And then sa love at this point, pwedeng ikasal kasi maraming na-postpone or na-move. Pero, what do they have to watch out for? Ito ba yung time to commit? This is the year to commit? Or like a tiger, parang hinay-hinay, tagtsahan, parang ganon?
Alam mo tama yung sinabi mo because I think people now are becoming more aware, the realities, the harshness of life, bringing a life into this world is not easy. What I can advise mga kaibigan is to those who are planning to get married, for example, don't spend too much time in thinking and preparing about the wedding. You know, the wedding is like one day. You have to prepare and plan for your marriage because it's the long term. Kasi ang mindset kasi natin, we spent like years and months preparing for the wedding to come, right? There's nothing wrong with it, but I think it's really nurturing the relationship. That when you commit, ito na ba talaga? Ikaw na ba talaga sa akin? Now, let's also progress into something. Sometimes, maybe it's their luck. Maybe it's really pain. You need to consult a feng shui master. Maybe your stars are aligning or not aligning. And what can you do with it? Use feng shui to guide you. And may mga bagay talaga na sometimes, di ba sabi mo nga, Noel, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for you to be together. Maybe it's time for you na maybe delay it muna.
Ay, maganda yung point. Kasi yours is, sabi mo nga, the distance. The separation at this point might be good, di ba?
Yes.
So, the delay.
We need time and we owe it to ourselves. Kaya nga, water-related activity, mga kaibigan, let's support our islands. You go there. You can bring your work anywhere, right? You can bring your show in Palawan and be in the beach and enjoy.
But do you see yourself coming back to the Philippines this year kung distance at separation?
No, I have to because it's the year of the tiger. I'm born in the year of the monkey. I have to initiate the move. I have to initiate the change. So I have to go back to, so that my bad luck will not push me so much. Mga monkey, mga kaibigan, it's not going to be an easy ride for us. I have been preparing for this because I know it's gonna come.
Uh-huh.
But then the best way that we could do, mga monkey, is take it easy, lie low. If you can do a lot of charity, saving life is very
Oh.
important. For example, mag-sponsor ka
Oh.
ng, I don't know, may chemotherapy, kunyari, kaya mag-sponsor
Yeah.
yung blood session. This is para lang yung karma mo will turn
Yes.
into better.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then you save a life. I don't know if you like pets, maybe you can adopt some pets because you're
Yes.
looking after
Yes.
a pet is also
Or
saving life.
write, nakakasulat tayo, di ba, you write books. Because
Yes,
we're able to
exactly.
and create
Yes.
life, di ba? Yes.
Yes. Oh, so and then you have to make a change. So maybe baka
That's
next week
true.
makikita mo ako bago na yung hairstyle ko, baka magpa-blondie na ako, or magpalagay na
Yan
green
na.
or blue color. If you can, mga kaibigan monkey, try to make a change into your own personal living space. For example, yung bedroom mo, baka naman parating nandiyan na lang parati yung bed mo, baguhin mo naman siya para maiba naman siya. Lagyan mo ng siguro panibagong cortina or wallpaper. Baka naman baguhin mo yung beddings. You have to make a change. If you can afford to transfer to another bedroom, it's better. If you can afford to transfer to another house, it's better.
Thank you. Ngayon, hindi lang si Ian ang best friend mo. Sabi ko, because we're both monkeys, yan, kailangan nating magtulungan. So, I'm learning a lot because yun nga, parang it's decentering, like going back to and expect you here in the Philippines and making that change this year. Huh? Okay, that. So, tapos na tayo ng love. How about wealth? Tapos na rin. How about safety? Is there anything that you could say about safety now? Saan ba safe at paano maging safe? Kasi yun yung gustong malaman ng mga tao ngayon, di ba? Because we're on the pandemic too.
Yes. Now, meron tayong tinatawag sa ating feng shui, the flying star chart of the year. Yung mga tinatawag natin mga kaibigan na misfortune star, nandyan po yan sa gitna ng bahay. Okay? So, safety. Nakikita niyo yan, that's color red. Anything that's red is misfortune star in the center of the house. Tapos, the arguments is in the east. Mga misunderstandings, quarrelings. The number 7 is robbery, losing money. And the number 2 is in the southwest, which is going to affect illness for monkey and rooster-born person. So mga monkey kaibigan, dalawa yung ating malas na hinaharap ngayon. Kontra tayo ng taon, then we are very high risk for illness. So meron tayong pangontra dyan, ang tawag dyan is anti-illness amulet. Papadalahan kita niya, Noel, ha? So kailangan mo siyang bitbitin and then try to avoid wearing mga red, not a lot of red. After Chinese New Year, you can wear na mga white, gold, silver. Metal elements is very good for us for the year. So yan ang pwede mong gawin. And then, mga kaibigan, in terms of safety, gitna ng bahay mo, hanapin mo yan sa bahay mo, lagyan, dapat siya, hindi siya masyadong maingay. Try to trap the bad energy at the middle of the middle of the house. Huwag kang magpupukpok, huwag kang magmamartilyo, no drilling, no knocking, no digging. Because that's where the bad energy is going to happen. Na center, mga kaibigan, pwede mo rin siyang ipakita yan sa buong Pilipinas. Ano bang center ng Pilipinas? Di ba? Central Visayas. Cebu, Bohol, Negros, Siquijor. Look what happened.
Yan ang binagyo.
Typhoon Odette, yes. And I'll tell you what, I had a taping on December 9 and I mentioned this into my speech. That the center of the Philippines or the center of the world, Central Asia, will have problems. And then, true enough, December 17,
ay, nako, kay Marites kayo makinig kasi hindi siya fake news. Kasi yun talaga.
Thank you. So, gitna ng bahay, mga kaibigan, try to locate that and make that parang, kunyari, if it's your living room, edi tanggalin mo yung masyadong maingay dyan, mga television, you relocate that to a better sector, which are in the north, south, southeast, or northeast at saka northwest.
Okay. So that's for safety. We covered wealth, we covered romance, relationship, we covered safety and protection. How about careers?
Mga career.
Anong career ang magta-thrive?
Yes, career na magta-thrive is very, very strong talaga. Anything to do with, yun na nga, tech-related. So, mga kaibigan, if you have not even started it yet, if you want to make a change, then start, diba? Start learning. Like we do not
I have to
know
ask
Zoom,
you,
diba?
do you keep your social media accounts, or you have someone managing it?
No, I do my best, but it's just taking up time, so much of my time. Siguro I need a
True.
management team from your end.
True, that's true. Kasi ngayon, kasi ang labanan, social media talaga, but you don't engage. Kasi nga, ang marami rin mga tao, lulong sa social media, they forget to live, no? But
Oh, yeah,
then
yeah,
now,
yeah. Oh, at saka,
companies hire you or they sponsor you when they see you have a lot of engagements.
correct.
Yun na
Oo.
yun.
Yeah.
So,
Ako naman kasi, I think for me, is also like you only have to do things that you can handle. And, even before pandemic, I travel a lot. I barely in Manila every week, every 2 weeks of my life. And I want to be committed. And at the same time, you only do things. Like sabi ko, sige, I mean, the fact of the matter is that, Noel, people only get to read my forecast ngayong February, ha? The truth of the matter is, by March 1, I now have to begin to write the 2020.
for the next, that's true.
Yes.
Okay
Yeah,
nga,
so-
at least ano ka, parang nasa consciousness ka ng mga tao every year that you
Yes,
guide them with all the things that you like write. Good. Aside from digital, tech related, what other careers will be important this year?
Okay. If, di ba, malakas na malakas ngayon ang mga deliveries, di ba? Mga deliveries, mga online shopping. So, the people who were very much exposed into marketing, mga real life events, why don't we target it to do naman mga technology-related promotions?
That's true.
So that's
That's
one.
true.
Like yung sinasabi mo nga, yung social media manager. I mean, I need
That's
one. I have no
That's
time for
true.
those things.
Yeah.
Another one is, yun na nga, you have to be very versatile this time. Hindi na
That's
po ito, mga kaibigan, Year of the Tiger is, yun na nga, hindi yan pwede mag-antay kanino man. This is now
That's
your
true.
time. You have to do it on your own way.
Tama ka.
Pwede mo susukin.
Are you encouraging home-based businesses? Yung
Ah,
tama yung deliveries, di ba? Tama yun
Yes,
eh.
oo. At saka alam mo pa yung isang pinakritikal talaga that I have seen as well. I mean, with all the drama in the world, with our
Ayaw na natin
life,
yan.
right?
Yes.
People have to eat. So if
That-
you can do something with the agricultural side,
Oh.
that is going to be like for the long term. So if you ask me, one of my biggest call when I go back there, magpa-farming po ako. Yes, I actually have a farm. I have to start building na.
Saan? Saan yung farm mo?
Sa El Nido, sa Palawan.
Ay,
Kasama ka
nako,
doon.
galing.
Yes.
Ang galing. There's a lot of our friends really, sabi nila, if you're serious about development, it's not here in Metro Manila. Go to the provinces. Go
Yes,
out.
at saka alam mo, yun ang maganda nangyari sa atin sa pandemic because we have proven it. Nobody knows Zoom before March, right?
That's true. And then yung
Yeah.
farm to table, no? I guess kayo dyan, no? You're eating from your backyard o yung mga organic,
Yes.
no?
Oo, and you know what you're eating is you're making people, your family healthier. And also the cost, ha? Alam mo, ang mahal-mahal ng ating mga vegetables sa Philippines.
Totoo
It's
rin
very
naman yan.
expensive. Oo. So
Pero
try to
di ba
do.
ang ganda, ang galing, no? Yung sinigang natin, yung pangsahog
Ay,
natin,
naku, sarap.
nandun lang sa sa garden mo. So you'll do
Yes.
that.
Oo.
Well, anyway, ang ganda. So it's that. The career will be related to agriculture, will thrive, technology, and things that are related to home service, everything home, no?
Yes.
Yes, doon na
Creative.
tayo. Correct.
Creative. Oo.
What other general movements or demeanor, turn of events for the Year of the Tiger? Ano pa yung
Well,
expect natin?
So syempre sa atin sa Philippines, we are expecting for an election.
Yeah.
Now, it just happened. Sabi ko nga, wow, of all the years, why does it have to happen in the Year of the Tiger? So,
Bakit?
brace yourself. Magkakaroon talaga yan ng mga, pagkakaalitan, mga misunderstanding.
Okay.
At saka syempre, do a lot of safety caution because we don't know to each is, kasi ngayon, di ba nga, agresibo nga that the tiger had to be very aggressive. Akala mo, magkaibigan kayong dalawa, but maya-maya, meron pala ng mga hidden intentions.
That's
So,
true.
yan na lang, mga ganung bagay. So, you really have to be very, very extra careful. Another one is, yes, tiger is a land animal. So, ibig sabihin, movements of the earth, anything about accidents could happen. Anything about tsunami, volcanic eruption. In fact, what happened in Tonga the other day is like, it's an underwater earth related activity. So landslide could happen. Again, we cannot control these things from happening. Perhaps, as a human being, as a person, we have to be very conscious with what to give out to nature. The using of plastic, one-time use of plastic, we have to stop. So we have to really begin from ourselves. Malaking tulong na po talaga yun.
So really, sabi mo nga, ang daming away, alita na expect, but then the whole attitude ought to be kalma, and the change will start, yung pagiging peaceful comes from within, no? So, COVID situation, we're still at it. Damang-dama pa rin ng mga Pilipino. Well, probably kayo din, no? Pero dito kasi iba yung COVID response, takot yung ng mga tao, no? At kung hindi, i-reprimand or apprehend or ikukulong. So, how will we live with it? How will we live with it?
Yeah, I think number one, dun po sa talagang the vaccine is the answer. In fact, I said it as well last year, that it was a year of vaccination, and it did, because it represents metal, it's about injection, and we have so many of those things. Now, this year, mga kaibigan, the COVID will hopefully, because our scientists now have learned and have, know how to curtail these things. Meron ng mga improvements in terms of mga tablets that you can take, right? So it may not be just that bad, but we have to always remember that this is here to stay. We just have to live with it and continue with it, because it was really running a country with this particular issue is really very difficult. So, it's never easy. We are a developing country. We are not the same as the Western country. Alam mo ba dito, Noel, even those na furlough ka sa trabaho, natanggal ka sa trabaho, last year they are receiving 80% of their salary until October of the year. Imagine, as in they were receiving their salaries, and then syempre what happens, the people who were staying at home na mga walang trabaho and receiving money, the money is being utilized and it goes back to the economy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Kasi
bumabalik pa rin.
hindi naman nila kasalanan na mawalan sila ng trabaho, di ba? Because it's because of a crisis. No, that's true.
Yes.
It's really good planning that you had. So, vaccines, and then I think they're emerging medicines, di ba? Na parang flu na nga lang. So you see that happening in 2022.
Yes, definitely. And we are more aware. We have we had been trained for 2 years. I think that was the worst experience we ever had in our lifetime. And hey, congratulations, we get through it, and
we are not alive.
We are not quite out of the woods, but hey, we managed to be here.
That's true.
So
but will we achieve tiger economy? Pag sinasabi nila tiger economy, will we like bounce big time this year?
No, not yet this time. Towards the end of the last quarter of the year, we can see some progress, because the third quarter is water element. Diba? It's towards winter time. So there's no water. So when there's water, because water, mga kaibigan, colors black, blue, and gray are the water elements. So that's actually the wealth color of the year. So I'm wearing something blue.
Oh, black, blue, and
black,
gray,
blue, and
gray
colors. Yes.
Okay.
That's the wealth elements. So towards the third quarter of the year.
Okay, at least you're telling us that we can bounce back already by the third quarter of the year. When will you be back here?
But hopefully next week, whenever.
Agad. So nandito ka sa Chinese New Year.
No, I think I'm monitoring about the COVID quarantine thing. I don't want to waste my time in a hotel.
Totoo rin naman. But the thing is, waste of time yung quarantine talaga.
Correct. Sabi ko baka, thank goodness for 2 years hindi ako nagka-COVID dito. Baka pag uwi ko dyan tuloy pa ako ma-infect. So sabi ko, but anyways, I'm ready.
Dadalan ka namin ng ayuda. Uso dito sa Pilipinas yung ayuda. You know, we've been so creative with food that we're able to source food. Ang daming nagsulputan. So, di ba yung mga ube cheese pandesal? And then now, yung mga nagkaubusan yata ng mga lechon. Kasi yung mga dinideliver na mga lechon, hindi ba, yun nga, hindi nga yung demand, hindi nag-keep up dun sa mga bagong.
So, you see mga kaibigan, yan ang sinasabi ko, is sometimes, I mean, look at the restaurants in the malls. There are less people, therefore the business is affected. But hey, look at this mga delivery online ng mga food. Sabi mo nga, the demand cannot be kept up. So, there are really things in time that would be good for others and also bad for others. So feng shui, mga kaibigan, is forecast. This is not prediction. So those are two different words. Forecast meaning this could most likely happen, apart from prediction that says ito ay talagang mangyayari. So you know what I mean?
It's a guide. It's a guide, actually. Exactly. No? Lalo na when you buy the book, actually, no, there's a notebook even, a journal. Yun, parang you start. Kasi merong suggestion, pero lalagay mo kung anong response mo, di ba?
Exactly.
Doon sa suggestion na yun. Yeah.
And in fact, mga kaibigan, since we talk about it, you can now get my Feng Shui Almanac on App Store and Google Play. You can now buy this if you have an iPhone or Android phones. So the digital copy po, wherever you are in the world, is you can already download it on the app. Just look for Marites Allen Almanac 2022.
And you know, that's good content already for your social media, Marites.
Yes, ay dami.
Ang yun. And but now, asan yan? Print mo dito sa Pilipinas or made in London na yan?
Yes, I had to print this in the Philippines. They had to ship it to me. Because here kasi, alam mo mga kaibigan, lahat ng materials dito is sustainable na. They don't like mga plastic, mga you hurt the wood, lahat. Mga kunyari laminated plastic, they don't, less na sila magpiprint niyan because we want it to be sturdy and last for a while, right? Like what you did is you have a collection of my 2017 book, diba?
Yes. From then hanggang ngayon, yes. But the thing is, tama ka eh. So yes, I always keep that kasi at least repeat yan, di ba? But the good thing there is that ang na ano ko dyan, the 12 duty officers description. Kasi I have to tell you why. Those are really positive mantras when you say establish, remove, full, balance.
I am so happy to know that.
You give us direction. Di ba? Into what to do. Kung ano yung pwedeng gawin, no?
Mga kaibigan, sa February 1, alam mo ba, February 1 is a success day. O, di ba? February 1 is a success day.
Okay.
So, di ba? So, you do things na mga, yun ang pampaswerte. Parang, ano bang dapat natin gawin ngayong parating na Chinese New Year, di ba?
Ang galing na, kasi February 1, I think they will lower na the alert level in the Philippines. So magiging alert level 2. So at least sana mag-50% na ulit yung mga restaurants, yung mga ganon.
Para makatulong talaga, makatulong. I mean, I think be positive mga kaibigan. Manood po kayo ng show ni Noel. Ang dami-dami po niyang mga shows na nakakatulong, nakaka-inspire.
And then we'll read you more. But then give us an overview. Kunyari, Tiger nga. What will be their year like and what do they have to avoid? Yun, just to make up for the tiger, year of the tiger.
Sige, so ang gawin na lang natin, because there are 12 animal signs, and then for the benefit of the viewers, I'm just gonna run through the 12 signs. So, at mga kaibigan, rat-born person, meron silang tinatawag na victory star. Okay, victory star meaning, if you had been thinking of something na gusto mong simulan na matagal na hindi mo pa nasisimulan, ngayon na. Gawin mo na yan ngayon. Victory star ang mga rat-born person. Okay?
Victory star. They have to start something. No?
Yes. Kick off something. Now, yung parang nagdadalawang isip ka dati, hindi mo magawa-gawa, ito na. Gawin mo na ngayon. I-launch mo ngayon. This is the good time for you to do it. Now, we have the ox. The ox, mga kaibigan, is the second sign of the zodiac. They have the so-called wealth energy of the year. So mga ox, pwede kang yumaman lalo this year, okay? The ox-born person. Then what you can do is activate your northeast. In fact, tayong lahat, if you want money, put a water fountain in the northeast. If you also like, you can bring a wealth and success medallion. You can get it from Friga para ma-activate yung iyong money luck. The third one is the tiger. The tiger also, this is your year. You have waited for 12 years. So of course, naturally, this is going to be a very, very big year for you. You are also blessed with a so-called wealth star as well. So pwede ka rin yumaman. There is a planner, our planner, you can actually see this. See there, anong araw pwede kang meron kang wealth star for the day, wealth star for the month, wealth star for the year. It only happened every once in 9 years. Makikita niyo po yung mga kaibigan sa Maritas Allen Feng Shui Almanac at saka sa planner. Then we have also the rabbit. Mga kaibigan, si rabbit parang blessed siya ng parang napaka-special na star. However, si rabbit, magkakaroon siya ng medyo mainitin ng ulo, very short fuse. So you may be tend to be like temperamental. So take it easy mga rabbit, wear a lot of fire element colors, like what you're wearing, red, pink, purple, maganda yan sa'yo. And then pag may mag-away sa'yo, zip off ka na lang, huwag ka na lang magsalita, sila na lang yung tama. Parang gano'n lang yung strategy mo.
For this year.
Yes, take the high ground, mga rabbits. And then we have the dragon. Ikaw naman, dragon, if you are looking for love, if you are looking for, to look forward to travel, this is the year for you. So you can, if you are looking for someone, kung gusto mo pakasal, kung someone na yan is makakapag, bigay ligaya sa buhay mo, then go for it. Do not contain it. Do what makes you happy. Yan ang mga dragon. And then we have the snake. The snake naman, this is the time for you to, if you want to, kunyari, update your education, you want to get, kunyari, parang a higher degree or a new parang learning experience, this is the time for you. If you want to get married, get pregnant, do an engagement, this is the year for you. Then we have the horse. Mga kaibigan, yung mga horse po, meron tayong tinatawag na prosperity star number 9. Very, very auspicious number ang number 9. Lahat po tayo, if you have a business or if you're doing anything at work and you want people to be aware of what you do, you put the victory horse in the south. Mga kaibigan, napaka-importante yan. Like for example, you can even get from Friga, ito yan, Victory Horse Shawl. This is very pretty. And then may mga pera pa yan, no? Pera, coins, and you have the double happiness, and you have the beautiful prints of horse, victory horse. So that is victory, huh? And then for the horse, and then you have the sheep. The sheep is one of the animal signs that I call can be the superstars for 2022. So
really?
meaning meron ka magandang chance in terms of making it big for business, career. You have to be extra careful lang with illness because nga, meron kang, medyo mababa yung stamina mo. Sometimes kasi when our luck is very good, then our physical longevity is being challenged. Kasi 'di ba sa daming racket na pwedeng dumating sa iyo, pwede ka ring mawala ng parang energy. The next one is the monkey. Now monkey, I will say kanina doble malas tayo because the year is our enemy year. Then you also have the so-called illness star. This is also especially if you are a mother, if you are the woman, if you are like the woman of the house, matriarch, please be extra careful. So because the illness could attack us like really bad. So you have to bring with you the so-called Tai Soy coin or Tai Soy amulet. Papadalahan kita niyan if we still have
why? Because this year, natuklasan ko yung vertigo because of lack of sleep.
Diba?
So, for the longest time, kasi parang, walang anxiety, I guess yun. And my mom kasi got COVID. So talagang parang ako, it's really a trouble in sleeping. So ako, alam mo yan, na parang walang kapalit yung sleep.
Exactly.
Kailangan, no? So,
Nothing, yes. Oo.
that. Yeah.
Yes, so in fact, you know what, I can relate to you so well because whenever this is my season, sabi ko nga, I have never slept in like 20 years. Like I need to sleep
Sinabi
something.
sa akin ni Ian, pinag-aagawan ka na raw ng Ayala at mga C. At this point.
It's always during my season talaga for 60 days. I would do private engagement talks, do videos, I mean, yung mga kaibigan natin sa media, and I have to do my annual events, and I have to do my book. So, I think like what I said for me is you have to be, especially sa mga monkey this year, take it easy, do a lot of charity, do a change in yourself. Baka next time, makita kita, nagbago ka na ng hair color. Si Noel, baka bago na yung hairstyle niya. Ganyan yan. And then we have
the charity. Maganda yun.
Yes.
Parang it makes you feel good also.
Exactly. Then we have the rooster. The rooster, mga kaibigan, is also the superstar of the year.
Really?
You can actually expect for more opportunity to come your way. One thing that you have to be extra careful is robbery. Robbery could mean losing something. Kunyari, nagperma ka ng kontrata, ang pinag-usapan yung price is ganito, but ang dumating lang sa'yo is, a little less from what you agreed on. So lost, di ba? Parang robbery, it was robbed away from you. Baka naman partner mo, asawa mo, na-rob away ng ibang tao. Ganon din yan, di ba? Rob away from you.
Ganda ng interpretation.
Yes, oo. Baka yung mga cellphone mo, laptops, mawala. So, extra careful ka sa mga gamit mo. And then, you have also the dog. The dog is again also another superstar in 2022. Many good things could happen to you in all aspects of life. Our dearest Boy Abunda, my love, is born in the year of the dog. So this is actually the time where they can actually, maraming pwedeng pumasok sa kanila ng mga swerte na kahit nga hindi nila ina-ask. This is what you call, they are blessed with a so-called windful luck. Something unexpected. Dumarating lang yan.
Nice.
Okay, yes. Which is
Well,
very nice.
We just finished the presidential interviews, and that's been a dream of. That's been a
yes,
dream
I'm gonna watch it later. Yes, I'm gonna watch it later. And then we have the boar. The boar is the 12th sign of the zodiac. They have also the so-called windfall luck, or this is what we call the heaven's luck. Pwede kang tumaya ng loto, pwede kang, pwede kang magtaya ng lottery. Unexpected na blessings pwedeng dumating sa'yo. So, when these things happen, mga kaibigan, try to activate this because if not, sayang, next year magbabago na naman yung energies. So, that's why we had to do feng shui because we give guidance.
Pero bakit yun? Do we have to, para sa ating monkey, do we have to wait for 2 more years to be lucky again? Or we can
No. Next year is really going to be very lucky for us. This is the only year. Actually, sa mga monkey, it's not too bad. If you give me, in fact, I did. I think I did your chart. Sandali, bago tayo magtapos mga kaibigan, meron akong ginawang chart mo. Let me see.
That matches ours. Kasi sabi ni Ian, naku, if Marites loves you, pinaglalaban niya yung mga kaibigan niya to death. Yun daw talaga.
Of course! I will take a bullet for my dearest Boy Abunda and Ian Reyno. That is my love. Okay. Now, sige, tingnan natin gusto mo para isample natin itong mga kaibigan. Am I allowed to share? This is your tech team, can you please allow me to...
James, allow daw Marites to share. Nako, a chart.
Ito yung chart mo ha. This is confidential. But anyway, this is your show.
Okay
and then you can just edit it anyway later.
Okay. James?
You see, look at this. This is my dearest Washington Sisip.
Yun na nga.
I did it for many, many years.
Ang galing.
I so love him, yeah. So when we arrived here back in London, I opened our storage in Oxford. Is in one of the boxes na tinago ko pala for many years.
Why are you so loved by the Ayalas and the Cs?
Hindi naman.
Ikaw daw
okay, here.
Ayan na.
Okay, so this is your chart. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it well?
No, it's a water tiger, roar with confidence.
Yeah, so this is your chart, Noel. So you are born in the hour of the sheep.
Yes.
You are born in the day of the rabbit, the month of the rat, and the year of the tiger. Sorry, and the year of the monkey. Okay? So there are 5 elements, di ba? The element of water, meron ka, 2. The element of wood, you have 3. The element of earth, you have 2. Right? And then, wala kang element ng fire or red sa main chart mo. Meron ka lang dito sa head and stems. And at the same time, kulang ka rin sa element na, okay, so you have wood, water, earth, and metal. Ang metal mo is kunti lang din. Therefore, what this means, sabi ko nga, I was doing this very exclusive lang to my dearest friends.
Oh my God.
Special people. So, parang I wanted to do feng shui in a parang an MBA way na it's so easy for people to understand, right?
Yeah.
So, this is your original birth chart, Noel. So, this is what I do. Like, even if you don't see me on social media or anything, I do this like every day of my life. I do consultations anywhere in the world to read their charts. Now, Noel, your chart says something like this. You are born that you have so much water element, diba? 38%. This is about your knowledge. This is about your support. People really support you, whatever you do. You know, you have that wisdom. You can just like parang make things happen. You always have a solution for everything.
We have common friends to do that.
Exactly. And then you have friends. Here, look at that, 32%. Ang dami-dami mong friends. And of course, syempre, marami rin naiinggit sa'yo because once it goes to over 20%, this becomes competition. And it's about networking. How big is your clout around? That's why you are in your position, in your job, because you're really very good at making friends, making networking with friends. Now, you also have the element of earth, which is your wealth. So you will never be poor in life. Buti ka pa. Alam mo ba ako, 0 ako, kaya nag-feng shui ako because I have 0 wealth in my chart. Ikaw, darling,
we don't work for money. Di ba?
Yes, but wealth could be in a lot of things. Wealth of friends, wealth of connections, you know, many ways you can read that. And then you have power element, which is 8%. And you have the intelligence, luck, creativity. Kayo na mag-isip dyan, ako na mag-i-implement. You know what I mean? That sometimes, you know, that's what you do. Now, how does this chart of yours relate in 2022? Yayaman ka ba lalo or magiging, you know, a little less yung pera mo, opportunity? Now, ideally, the chart has to be at least 20%, 18 to 20% para nga ma-accommodate yung 5 elements, right? But then, yung water element po kasi is very, very strong. So you have to drop something in order for the other bits to increase. But what I can see here, your wealth energy has increased to 23.5%. So ibig sabihin, you have big opportunity to make money in 2022, Noel, which is very good news.
Partner tayo, game.
Yes, so hanapan mo na yan. Ano bang pwedeng gawin to utilize that good luck, because this is now your goal in 2022. Your 2022 suggests your opportunity to make money has increased. Your opportunity to be more creative, to be more innovative has also increased. You see that? Like increase siya. So others, it dropped because nga to allow these other elements to increase. Yes. So good news for you, Noel. You have the wealth star increased in 2022. I have also indicated here, these are the special months for you. Be careful with the color na mga reds because these are parang mga bumpy months for you. The color yellow is okay. The green colors are fabulous. So ibig sabihin, you know, fabulous months yung mga green. Diyan ka dapat mag-sign ng contract, magpadala ng mga offer letters, mga calling people to network and align with you again. Now, another one is this tells you about, look at that, your favorable industry is something to do with aquatic, fishery, sailing, or anything, tourism, transport, shipping, because you are a water element person. Ang dami mong water sa chart mo, di ba? You have a big water here. You are in fact going through your water luck period as well. And then it also suggests here mga favorable industries, favorable career. Kaya nga when somebody asks, ano ba yung maswerteng career this year? Sometimes mga kaibigan, ang sagot po dyan, I have to read your chart.
It matters, yes.
Yes, because
matters.
this is personalized. Oh.
That's
And then
true.
it can tell you what are your favorable career. Look at that, events, conferences. You are very resourceful. You are a very visionary person. You have a lot of hidden talents, such as, researching, analyzing. You're a big picture thinking person.
Yes.
And then these are your lucky colors. In
Oh.
2020, this is for life, okay?
Okay.
Fire element is your first favorable colors. Mga ganitong shade yan. Red, pink, yan, mga orange.
Okay.
Second favorable mo is earth. Yan naman yung earth, okay?
Okay.
But I would advise in 2022, especially if you're feeling parang medyo sickly or mga scratches and everything, which, by the way, I'm feeling now because it's so cold in the dead of
Oh my
winter.
God.
So your skin are so dry. So you become like parang itchy. Avoid wearing a lot of red in 2022. But
Okay.
then that's actually your lucky color. You can wear it as a shoes or some accents. And then it also tells you here, paano nga ba ifu-function yung bahay mo or office mo? Northeast is your wealth direction. Okay, kung gusto mo ng pera to welcome, then face while you are working, for example, southwest, because that's your business growth and career. If you want love naman, then you have to face northwest. If you want good health, then you have to sleep that your head is pointing to the west. So either of these four directions. And then I also have here, like these are the good dates for you and unfavorable dates each month.
Oh my God.
So kunyari, by January 31, napakaganda ng date na yan for you. Avoid doing parang mga major things on unfavorable days. Tapos I also here put in your special time to meditate. If you want to ask for money, natapos na siya January 24. Dito ka na lang sa love. If you want love or health, then on January 31, from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the afternoon, face northwest. And you ask the universe if you want love. Okay? Yes. If you want wealth, yan. On February 1, Chinese New Year Day. Magising ka between 3 to 5 p.m., then meditate facing northwest. And then you ask the universe, what is it that you like? So this is your personal chart. I do this a lot.
Thank you. How can people avail of this?
Yes, I do a consultation. They can log in at friga.com.ph. Ipapalagay ko na lang dito yung ating flash disk. So for consultation, you can actually go to maritesallen.com. At the same time, you can call in 0920-950-9390. Nasa ating chat box na ngayon if we can flash it. And then for your lucky charms, you can actually shop online at friga.com.ph. And then for the Philippines yan. Then if you are international, meaning nasa ibang bansa ka po, you can actually get this from friga.co.uk. So that's what we call po mga destiny reading. So that's what I do. I do hundreds of them, thousands maybe, the whole year.
Are you affected by them? Like kunya ikaw personally, Marites, parang with all the things that you advise, do you follow through? Do you become really close, or do you like make them enter your lives also, make them affect you?
Well, if makikita mo kasi yan, Noel, like, like for example, like you become good friends. You become like, for example, our good friend Rufa Gutierrez, I've been doing her feng shui for many years, When she came back from Turkey, she was at that time looking for a change of life. So I had to go to Dasmariñas. I had to fix her bedroom. The bedroom was so malas for her. I had to swap over her bedroom to Raymond's room because it's better. Then, she wants to activate her love life. And then
when was the last time you talked to her?
In fact, I was live with her yesterday on Kumo.
So nalaman mo na okay sila ni Herbert Bautista.
Well, I had to tell her, they have to be extra careful because Herbert is born in the year of the monkey and Rufa is a tiger. So monkey and tiger are, astrology sign may not be there. But like what I said, if they really like each other, then, they have to work for it. But sabi ko sa kanya, maybe the best is yet to come.
So I was looking at your chart. yung pwede sa atin, monkey and rat, di ba?
Yes, rat, dragon, and monkey are allies and friends.
Yun nga.
Rat,
So parang,
dragon, and monkey. Oo.
okay,
So, at
so,
saka yung best friend ng mga monkeys, mga snake.
pero yun,
Yes.
very
snake.
creative and very resourceful. But Marites, ikaw mismo, parang, yes, you spouse feng shui, pero feng shui is a guide for you, no? Parang, and it is a way of life also, no? Kasi parang,
Yes,
it was a source also of your living already. Parang,
it
in a sense,
is.
that sustained you, no? But ikaw, what yung personal decisions mo, kailan nagahari? Kasi na-amaze ako na, uy, you were able to prove your feng shui master before wrong. Parang
Yeah.
ako, maganda yung message doon. That in learning things, you can actually claim your future.
Exactly. And again, it's also something like you have to weigh things kasi. Where do you want to be in life right now? And I think I want to be helpful rather than being helpless.
That's true.
So you know what I mean? So being
That's
helpful in a way that if you can do things now, and maybe siguro I would say this to you, Noel, we are getting older. We are becoming wiser.
Yes.
We just don't simply put up with some drama and anything. You've done it all. We've been there. What do you have to prove? You know what I mean? So, if there is kaya nga mga kaibigan, sa mga nanonood po sa atin, is when you do feng shui, you have to be very serious about it because you're allowing them to be part of your life. We are just like doctors. You came to us, we talk to us, we see you, parang we scan you, like I just scan you. I don't know you from before, but what I can tell about Noel Ferrer is Noel is a yin wood person. You see, yin wood meaning you are very nice and calm. Look at that. You are born in the day of the yin wood, okay? Yin wood meaning you are like a flower. You know the flower? You're very accommodating. You are the Mr. Nice, So
like, Ian said we would hit it off kasi nga parang ay ibang klase yung lalo na yung personality mo, no? Someone na also wants to be affirmed. Kasi we will just support you for the good things that you're doing. Parang
thank you.
Ang ganda lang na ako yun yung takeaway ko that you're able to chart your future if you want it. And because you were able to learn feng shui, you were able to prove your feng shui teacher or master wrong.
Yes. And then yun na nga kaya nga heaven, earth, and mankind. So mga kaibigan, I did my feng shui. If my heaven's luck says you cannot be together with this person, I had to work for it. I make sure, being married to a foreigner is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. They have different cultures. Mas mga madrama ang mga Pinoy kesa sa mga puti. They're very straightforward. When they say no, it's a no. When they say yes, it's a yes. Sa mga Pinoy, mga maybe, parang, mga madrama pa tayo ng konti.
That's true.
So I have to learn with that as well. And at the same time, it's really, you become mature. You really have to do not be so like ahead of your time. Pag ito yung problema, ito yung issue, stick to that. Do not make na baka mangyari yung ganito, baka yung magkaroon ng ganito. Parang you're covering so much.
Parang one day at a time. Correct. One day at a time. So,
I love that.
But at this point, does your husband, kunyari, or your family believe in feng shui also?
Of course. I mean, my kids would call me like, Mommy, when do I have to apply for my application for medicine? They have to call me for the auspicious dates. My husband, my story with my husband is that, of course, he's British, Like, I have to prove him he's wrong. If I say, honey, try to put this in, in whatever sector, and then, bad things could happen. And then most of the time he would consult me like, honey, I'm preparing this proposal. When is the good day for me to submit this? So he has to consult. May sarili siyang almanac. And in fact, a lot of the things, because I have him to sometimes like, honey, can you please review? You have to be careful if they're gonna be asking me about a certain personality, etc. He now knew the different directions. Sabi ko, okay, if I die ahead of you, then you can, you know how to feng shui already.
So the thing here is your faith is still intact, no?
Of
Parang
course.
ang maganda, parang it is the one that overshadows all the feng shui.
Oh, yes. And I
Ang
always say
galing.
this, Noel, that I always begin and end my day with prayers, okay? And
Okay.
I always live with the attitude of gratitude.
Ang tamad lang.
These are the key things, my friend. I am 100% Roman Catholic. And then, hey, I also believe in, I practice Buddhism. I try to be a vegetarian if I could. I avoid eating meats because
Aha,
meat is about killing something. So if it
talaga?
enters in your body, it could also affect your karma. But then, a lot of people does not practice that. But my life was
Talaga?
better. Oh yeah, my life was way better. When you get to see His Holiness the Dalai Lama,
Yeah.
every time you see him, you have to be vegetarian because
Oh,
they don't like to eat parang things that has been killed off just to feed you. You have to be
Marites, sorry, close na tayo ngayon. Pero may sex ka pa.
Of course naman! Ano ba?
Ano ba?
Dapat
Okay.
importante yan. Hello.
Maganda. So it's
You
nice.
need that. Ha?
So you eat meat pa din.
Para ka pala si Boy Abunda. Top or bottom? Of course. Top. Lights
So at
on,
least
lights
now you're
off.
active and so you're human. No? So, but
Of
at least ang
course.
maganda lang parang you're able to recognize the supreme power of the Lord. No? Parang in the end, parang you may have things figured out with feng shui. But
Oh,
then
yes.
you surrender. You also surrender.
It's a balance. That's
That's
why if you talk about energy, just like we look at your chart, you have to balance yourself. You have so much of this blue color, then you have to have it and with a fire element color. It's really like a Noel person is very a yin wood. Yun na nga, mga flower, bulaklak. You're very soft. People can talk to you. You're very accommodating. You can sway around. President Arroyo is a young wood, very firm, very strong. How can you cut a wood, di ba? Very strong.
Yeah.
Rufa Gutierrez is a young fire person. Para siyang President Duterte is a young fire person. How can you put off a sun? That's a young fire. Kaya nga, presidency is a matter of destiny. But until I get all this information, then
Ayan
we
na,
can
that's our next episode. That's our next episode with you here now in the Philippines. But then thank you really because ang ganda lang that the whole challenge is balance, no? The whole challenge is yun endless talaga having that balance so that we're able to like have the best. Di ba? Parang in the end, it's making the world yun, parang wishing the balance in everyone. Yeah, parang ako, that's what you do. And knowing everything, kasi kung nagko-consult sa'yo yung mga tao and you're able to read their charts, no? Ako ang ganda lang that you're able to like deal with them and then bring them to their best self. Sabi nga ni Ian in the end, best of luck yung sinasabi, hindi lang good luck, di ba? Yun daw yung sinasabi to attract it. It's really best of luck.
You have to align kasi you have to follow when it's time for you to lie low. And of course, I make mistakes. I'm not human. We were attacked. Sabi ng feng shui, it's going to be a fabulous year, for example. There are many things but then, hey, it's been 2 years. Some really did not go through. They were gone. Maybe, unfortunately, it was their luck. And you and I and a lot of others are still here. A lot of my family members got COVID, but they survived. I think for me, it's really when it's our time, it's our time. So while we are still living, mga kaibigan, let's do something good. Yun na nga, be helpful rather than be helpless.
That's true.
That is what we have to do.
That's true. And in the end, parang ako ang maganda dito, parang you're able to say, feng shui gives you the direction, but it's your personal, no? Parang it's your personal decision, no? In the end.
Yes, in the end. Yeah, kaya nga, go back to the 3 types of luck, the heaven, earth, and mankind. It's up to you on how you can utilize it. So feng shui is actually a science. It can help you mitigate. If the forecast is not so good, challenging for the monkeys, we can again prove the stars wrong. By what? By doing a lot of good karma, taking it easy, doing a lot of charity. You can actually make amendments. And
That's
maybe
true.
this is not the time for us to really like make it bold and big. I mean, business-wise, the forecast is very good. And if you can make a change and follow that, change is always good. Do not be scared. If it doesn't work, it's fine. At
Yeah.
least you learn something. If
Yeah.
it works, then fabulous. So do not keep thinking that you did something and you failed. You did not fail, my friend. You actually gain an experience.
Ang galing. And why do you keep doing this? Why are you doing this, Marites?
Well, maybe this is where I am. Maybe my universal karma. This is what I am tasked to do.
And then, I guess it's not only about you. No, ang galing lang na it's not about you. It's like serving other people, no?
Exactly.
You've helped a lot of us. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me so good. I didn't have any sleepless nights, and I know Ian's gonna be upset with me again because I promise I'm gonna get my 8 hours sleep. My husband even bought me this yung sa watch na may time. How many hours did you sleep? I think at the same time is if this is the moment that we can make a difference into someone else's life, then maybe my good karma will also help. But then one thing that I'd like to tell the public as well is I do also many things. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I am a feng shui master. In fact, during pandemic, I have incorporated 3 more new companies. So I'm bringing to the Philippines a digital smart diaper. Do you know that our celebrity friends who are kunyari pregnant with babies, they can now see on their app that, hey, my baby is already wet. The yaya did not change the baby. It's beautiful. And it's also very good for the elderly. So here in the UK, they put a lot of their parents and elderly in a care home because wala silang mga yaya. So even remotely, even if you're abroad, you can now see if your mother or father is being taken care of. So I have the franchise and I have the license for the Philippines. I do a lot of real estate deals as well. So many things I do. So
do not never stop learning with you, no?
No. You have to keep moving, my friend, because this is your time.
True.
When are you gonna do this?
That's true. That's true. And again, ang ganda lang, no? Looking for balance, never stop learning, but then everything not about you. It's really helping other people too.
Yes, and can you imagine? You can the people that you help, then it goes back to their family, diba? To feed the family and everything. Yeah.
Ang ganda ng intention at ang ganda ng realization yan. Well, last question. We're called level up. Ano pa yung level up dun sa feng shui mo? I think you've answered it already, no? Parang, kasi di ba may nag-master's degree, nag-doctorate degree. Ano yung peak? Ano yung peak sa tingin mo just sa practice mo ng feng shui?
Well, actually, what I have
coach ka na nga, hindi na lang feng shui yung ginagawa mo, nagla-life coaching ka na nga eh.
Yes, well, actually, one of the things that I have also leveled up is, of course, I used and embraced technology. There is no one out there yet that has done what I have done in our destiny reading. Because what they do are all mga manuals, you know what I mean? What I did is I used my MBA degree to let, I have to be in the minds or the head of my clients. Hey, Marites, what do you want to know? May pera ba ako this year or wala, right? Yayaman ba ako or hindi? That's all what the things that we want to know. So, swertihin ba ako o mamalasin? So, I need to put it in a proper way to let you understand. And it's been so popular. I mean, since I launched this 2 years ago, that is my leveling up. Another one is, of course, we were so ready for the online, the e-commerce. And because we have the online website already, I was exposed to England that, here we never use cash. Everything is plastic, right? Cards. I never had to use checks for like 15 years. Checks are obsolete. So I want to adapt that into the business. Another one is I'm leveling up, of course. Sooner, my sons who are data scientists is, of course, they said, Mommy, it's time for you to, hopefully, my things that I have to do is we have to be entering the metaverse as well. So it's coming, hopefully. So yan ang mga super leveling up, maybe.
Ang galing. Because parang yun nga, never stop learning and you level up na meron ka talagang hinagap na parang this will serve more people. Di ba? in the end, it's not only self-improvement, but it's serving more people. And buti na
Exactly.
lang hindi ka nawawalan ng ganong sense. Also, do you see yourself being the feng shui guru eventually, passing on the technology?
Yeah,
Or
well, I think I am already now, and I am very happy and contented. My goal is, I think, di ba nga sabi nga nila, too much had been given to me.
That's
I had been
true.
very
That's true.
blessed
That's
from
true.
where and who I am before.
That's
But
true.
with that responsibility comes also with great, challenge.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
ask me, my only aim is just to really maybe, semi-retire in my beach house in Palawan that we are hopefully going to build, and you can come over.
Yan, maganda yun. But then,
Yes.
you don't pressure any of your children to follow your footsteps?
Not pa naman, but they already know because I have to teach them. And then I actually sabi ko nga, you know what, because of the technology now, even if I die, I can already do forecast for the next 10 years, and you can still see me even if I'm dead.
Ang galing, no? Really, you know what? It's legacy work. It's really legacy work. And it's
Yeah.
passing on that legacy to your children who can do it.
Yeah. And I mean, even my son said, Mommy, I'm going to open the business. Is it time for me? They would ask me for these things. And it really is like, I think I'm so happy that I'm in this type of work. I'm blessed. It's quite challenging. There are people, you see, kasi what happened naman, Noel, is this is what I do. I don't really mind the bashers, the critics. I don't even know who they are because
your best weapon is a good work. You don't have to answer them.
Exactly. And I just like really, I'm very busy with so much work already. And these are paid work. Hello. This is not like mga, why do I have to entertain them? But there's like this group of, good people that's been my clients over the years, corporate ones. And hey, mga kaibigan, even though I'm not in Manila, you can see my forecast. The Marites Allen Feng Shui forecast in all the 100 super malls, SM super malls all over the country. You can also see my forecast in 52 Robinsons malls. Magpa-selfie po kayo dyan, mga Chinese New Year, mga setup. Padala niyo po sa akin so you can have your lucky charm. Malay mo, baka manalo ka.
Grabe, no? Yun yung walang pahinga. But sabi ko nga, in the end, it's coming from a space of generosity and love. Because you cannot do all these kung selfish ka. You can't do this kung wala kang pagmamahal. So,
and then you have to share. You really have to share. So I think this is my annual way, every year. I would always come out and give forecast to give you guidance. If people does not believe it, so be it. If they do, then great. And it doesn't really bother me because, your intentions are pure. And
that's true.
I have to walk the talk. I had been there. I know how it feels to have nothing. Yes. I came poor. I was born poor, and like what I said, I intend to die rich.
and a good person. And a good person.
I mean, I think for me, rich would mean rich with a lot of friends. Financially stable, rich with opportunities. That's what we call when you say wealth. Many things as well.
It's really coming from that place of generosity and love. And thank you, and I felt it. And thank you very much for this. Because yun nga, parang in the end, I didn't only understand feng shui, but I understood the person and why you're doing this and why you're thriving. Kasi nga hindi ka sakim, hindi at marunong ka magmahal. Kasi nga alam natin there are a lot of people in our business who have done this because of business and because of themselves. And where are they now? Parang ako yun eh. So, but be here. Next year, be here na.
Of course.
This is your season. This is your season. I know you would have wanted to be here. But look, remotely, because of technology, we're bonded here now. So, but thank you very much, Marites.
Yun. An honor to be with you. Thank you.
Sikat ang Marites. Byword niya, sabi ko, because of pop culture. Pero ikaw yung Marites na ayon, inaamin niya na mahirap dati pero pwedeng mag-succeed. Yun. And again, hanapin talaga yung balance, hanapin yung, kabutihan at yung generosity. And that's what I learned with you today.
Yeah, and then of course, fight within the reason. If you're fighting for something with a cause, within reason, fight for it, because you cannot also wait naman when the people can just like make, step on you, or, for as long as you are in the rights, you can also try to fight for it. And again, in the end, you just have to achieve that balance. And I also would like to say this, when you make a change, if you feel that, kunyari yung mga negosyante, if you feel that you cannot maintain the people, if they have to go, then let them go. This is a good time. It's Chinese New Year. Yes.
Okay.
New beginnings. Sometimes it's a good thing anyway.
So yan yung separation mo, no? Ang galing.
Yes.
Kasi parang this is a year of separation. If you have to say no and let people go, let them go. And welcome new people or new,
Exactly.
positive influence. That's true.
Yes.
And then what again? Just a quick rundown. What do we have to do for Chinese New Year? Cut our hair.
Yeah, so before Chinese New Year, you can consider to cut your hair, do your cleaning now, and do not do any more cleaning on January 31 ng gabi, because now salubong na yan. Wear something bright and colorful, happy. Do not wear black or white. At least wear something happy. Buy tikoy. It's very sweet.
Yes,
it's supposed to be one of the things that you will have to eat in the morning.
Marites, yun na yung report sa TV Patrol kanina. Nagda-drop daw yung purchase ng tikoy. Kasi nga parang it's not the priority of people. Baka naman, it's still how many days before the Chinese New Year, no?
The nice thing kasi with tikoy is it's very sticky, and you only have nice words to say with each other because it's sweets and the family stays together.
That's true.
Yeah, tapos kung may the fruits you can offer if you like. For me naman kasi I'm very practical. I do not like to put fruits and then maya-maya masisira lang. It's a waste of money, waste of resources. For me, it's clean the house, wash up, make sure that you are nice and pretty, and dress up naman nicely, because you're going to welcome the God of the year in 2022. If you
collections from yung mga merchants, yung mga pinagkakautangan, paano yon?
Yes, if you want to, those who has owings to somebody, pay them now. But then, kung wag ka na munang mangutang, okay? Tapos, wag mo naman silang singilin during sa Chinese New Year. Paano kung wala? Kung kaya mo naman mag-donate ka na lang. Pwede pa rin yun.
Tapos, altar cleaning, di ba? Parang yun.
Yes. Pero kailangan siya talaga before February 1 mo gawin. And when you make cleansing, mga kaibigan, linis-linis, you have to remove the chair, you have to remove the bed, and you vacuum the underneath. Hindi lang yung parang mga palabas, no. You have to really make the effort to have it removed. And then, yung mga tipak-tipak sa bahay, yung mga sira na mga crockery, cups, mga plates, they actually means poverty. So you have to throw away mga basag-basag. Let them go na. Retire mo na sila. They serve you na. They serve you well na. And then stop saying bad words, mga curses, mga negative things. Make the first 15-day happy ka na lang. Makipag-away ka. After February 16 ka na lang makipag-away.
Mag-Valentine's Day ka muna. Totoo rin naman.
Yes.
We really learned a lot from you, and then we really want to welcome you back, and then you promise you'll have a forecast for the elections. Kasi that would be very, very telling.
Yeah, and provided you give me the data that I need.
The time that they are born. Thank you, Marites. Thank you very much. This is a good bonding session. But please be here, safe and well.
I will. Take care. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. Maraming salamat. We'll keep on leveling up. See you. Thank you very much.
Di kailanman mapipigilan pagbuhos ng ulan. Ang buhay sadyang ganyan.
At kaya ng papago-bagong pag-ihip ng hangin. Lahat ay lilipas at magsasalita.
Huwag kang mabahala, huwag mataranta. Hindi kailangan ang mag-alilangan pa.
Isipin mo laging nandito lamang ang aking balikat, sa'yo'y nakaabang.
Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan.
Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan.
Sang tawag mo
At tuwing nagdidilim ang langit, di ba't nagpapakita ang buwan hanggang mag-umaga na naman.
Tara't hintayin na natin
Magsikat ang iyong araw
hanggang sa magliwanag muli ang lahat. Asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan.
Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan.
Sang tawag mo asahan mo, hindi ka iiwan sa mundo. Lahat may hangganan, asahan mo. Wala nang atrasan sa iyong bawat hakbang na pupuntahan.
Pangako kailanman, agad akong nandyan.
Sang tawag mo sang tawag mo
Mga katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo-katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.